that's real money. I'd have to run it by my partners on that one.
Well, David, you just told me that you could make decisions without them. And I've been doing this a long time, so when people say that, they're usually something's going on. They're either just telling me no and being nice. Is that the case here?
The call you just heard is real. The voice on the other end is my hardest sparring agent. He is trained to object, deflect, lie to me, and hang up. Before you hear the rest of this call, I want you to learn the framework first. This is the exact framework I'm about to run on him. It took me 25 years to build. It takes 10 minutes to learn, and hours of practice to make it second nature. Then you become dangerous. First, learn it. Then hear it work live. Sales is a framework, not a script. Scripts are, if they say this, you say that. Crap. They collapse the moment the prospect goes off the page. They make you sound like a robot. They're difficult to learn, and they're not necessary. A framework is different. A framework will work in any sales environment. A script is made to work for one thing. A framework, you learn once and it works forever. You always know where you are and what comes next. This makes your conversation feel normal, fluid, not robotic. There are 6 stages. Every stage is insurance for a later stage. Skip one and you pay for it later when the truth gets expensive. Stage 1, pre-call. 15 minutes of homework on a prospect before you ever dial. Weave in 1 or 2 facts in naturally, never recite the file. Stage 2, rapport building. Find common ground, then you're landing a frame. I want you to think of me as your business doctor. I'm going to ask you questions to diagnose if I can help you or not. If I can't, I'll refer you to a specialist, but if I can, I'll prescribe you the solution. Does that make sense? It has to end in a yes. A doctor does not prescribe before examining you. You shouldn't need more than 10 questions. 15 minutes or under. We're not interviewing here. Early questions dig for the pain. Middle questions make sure they can make the decision and no one else is needed. Late questions put them in the future that they want. We let them tell us where they are and where they want to be. Here are a few to get you going. What drove you to take this call with me today? What exactly is going on? What have you tried to do to fix it? Does anyone else need to be on this call? If I wave the magic wand and it's August 9th, 2027, where are you so happy with your business that you're chasing me down to tell me? Each one of those questions will allow you to narrow in, and they will give you more questions. Find pain, make sure they can make a decision, figure out where they are. Put them in a happy future, which is where they want to be. Stage 3, get a commitment. This is the stage almost no one does. So listen to the exact words. Hey, great news. I can help you get to that goal. Before I show you how, I want to know that if everything makes sense, would you be opposed to moving forward with me at the end of this call? Catch that? I asked for a no. And this is the only time no means yes. A yes feels like pressure. A no feels safe to say. If you ask a yes question here, their guard goes up. It's human instinct. So it's easier to get a commitment, and now there is a spade in your pocket for later. Remember the spade. You may need it one day. Stage 4, present. Now it's time to present that you can get them to where they want to be. Never demo the tech, meaning don't show off features and benefits. They overwhelm the prospect and they create more questions. Questions make your path to the close that much harder. Weeds don't close deals. Think of it this way. The last time you had a fantastic meal at a restaurant, did the cook come out and break down the entire recipe? How long it took, the tablespoon of this and that? Or did you just enjoy the steak? Show them a roadmap and then ask which step they are on. Whatever step they pick, the steps they have not reached are the offer. Nobody argues with their own pin. Show them a profit calculator. Have them enter their numbers. Let it calculate their ROI based on what they said. Math is impossible to object. 2 plus 2 equals 4 on any day that ends in Y. Stage 5, test close. Now they've told you where they were, their pains. You've shown them a clear path to where they want to be. It's time to get ready to close. This is the part that scares most people. Unfortunately, you have to ask for money. That's how this works. Before any money ask, you simply ask, how does everything look so far? Or, is this making sense to you? Or, do you see this not working for you? You haven't asked them for money yet or shown a price. So real objections will surface here. Right here is your chance to understand what they're really thinking. The lies, aka objections, start after you show your price. Eventually, they will ask, how much does this cost? Stage 6, close. It costs $7,500 to get started. What would you like to do next? Then silence. Do not say another word. Mute yourself if you have to. If you follow the framework, they may say, damn, that's a good question. Let's get started. I know because I've heard this before. You will too. One more thing before I hit play. All objections are lies. Not evil lies, polite ones. I'll prove it right now. Ever been asked if you like someone's food by them? Maybe if they look fat in these jeans? And even though you had to chase grandma's broccoli casserole down with a Pepsi, you said, it's good. Thank you for making it. People lie to be nice. Follow up with me in 2 weeks is them saying no, but being nice about it. Let me ask you this, John. I've been told to follow up in 2 weeks hundreds, if not thousands of times. Out of, let's say, 100 of those, how many do you think actually picked up the phone and do business with me in 2 weeks? I don't know. 0, John. What I think just happened here is you were really telling me no, and you didn't want to hurt my feelings. So you were just being nice about it. Is that the case? Your job is to get to the truth kindly. You do not need 1,000 rebuttals. You need 3 ways to handle any and all objections. Handler 1, the spade. You call out the lie respectfully. Always lead in with something like, I'm confused. Confusion is authentic. Hold up is confrontational. They say, I need to talk to my wife first. I'm confused. At the start of the call, you said no one else needed to be on this call and that you would not be opposed if everything makes sense. Normally, John, when people say that, they're really telling me no and don't want to hurt my feelings. Is that what just happened here? The spade gets to the truth in one question. Handler 2, isolation. Objection, answer, new objection. I've seen this loop last 45 minutes. It's just silly. That loop is how you lose control. So get every question on the table first. Great question. Our best customers ask the same thing before they get started. I'm going to answer it. But before I do, is there anything else holding you back, or is it just about the thing that they said? They'll either say, nope, it's just about that, or they'll give you other questions to handle. Then you go back to the original objection. So back to the first question. Handle it and then close. Handler 3, the 1 to 10 double tap. They say, I need to think about it. Now listen to my cadence here. I'm going to double tap with 2 questions as if I thought of a better question. What happens here is the first one gets them thinking about what they're thinking about, and then your next question lets them easily score themselves where they are. Not only that, they're probably expecting you to ask the first question. It's a simple reframing. That makes sense. It's a big decision, John. While you got me, what are you thinking about? Actually, let me ask you this way. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning I wish I never showed up to this call. What a waste of time. And 10 being I'm ready right now. Where are you? They say 7. Sweet. What would it take to get you to a 10? They will tell you exactly their closing conditions. You are now just the order taker for their own list. And real quick, if they say anything below a 5, you've got a long road to hoe. Scoring 5 and above means you should be able to close them. Anything below is their way of letting you know, not even close, but in a nice way. So this is what you do if you catch a random 3. Holy crap, I must have really messed up. Is it even possible to get you to a 10? Say this in a fun, deprecating way, just like I did. This lets them know that they don't have to feel guilty for not wanting to think. And it will get you to the truth easier. You can't spade everything, you can't isolate everything, and you can't 1 to 10 everything. But you can use them interchangeably. During the call you're about to listen to, I had to use 2 of them. Listen closely so you can see how I executed each one. And I go over advanced ways of doing so in my free training. But those 3 handle any and all objections. And every handler ends in a question, and then you close again. I personally will take at least 3 swings. I will find out the truth. I will close them if they're closable. I won't lie to them. And more importantly, I won't let them lie to me. Just like respect is earned, so are closes. That is the framework. Now listen to me run it against an AI built to say no. And full disclosure and self-diagnosis, I said way too much. But in my defense, I made up the offer in the AI agency on the spot. You should self-diagnose every call, even closes. Count the stages as you listen. Catch the doctor frame, catch the commitment question, and when he lies to me, and he will, watch which handler comes out. Here is the rest of the call.
This is David.
Hey, David, it's Ryan. How are you doing today?
Doing all right. Staying busy. What can I do for you, Ryan?
Yeah, so we had a call scheduled today. You reached out and scheduled this appointment, and you, I think, mentioned that you were having a missed call issue. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So real quick, David, I want you to think of me as your business doctor. I just simply need to ask you some questions and see if I can diagnose what's going on. And then if I can't help you, I'll refer you to a specialist, just like a doctor would. But if I can help you, then I'll prescribe you the solution. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So I know that you, based on what your form said, you are having a problem with missed calls. Is that the only problem that you're having, or are there other problems that you're having as well?
I mean, the missed calls are the main thing that's on the form. But yeah, there's other stuff. Why? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, when you say other stuff, the two places that we specialize in, real quick, are first of all capturing these missed calls for you by using an AI avatar. Which, if it makes sense, I'll talk to you about that more in a minute. And the other thing that we can do is if you have a database like those, you said you spent $24,000 on leads and you were burned. We can try to reactivate that database and see if we can't recoup you some money there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I follow you. But how'd you know about the agency thing? Did I put that on the form too?
Yeah. I have the form up right here in front of me, and it says it looks like you have a four doctor clinic. Maybe you're the fifth or four in total, and that you were burned and you have a missed call problem. And I just wanted to make sure that was the only problem because I can help with the database reactivation as well. But what I like to do with my clients is I like to just start and prove and get some wins for them with one solution, and then we can grow into other ways that we can help you. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that's fair. So what exactly are you asking me?
Well, let me ask you this way. Let me ask you this, David. If I wave the magical wand and it is August 9th, 2027, where are you at with your business that you're so happy you're just chasing me down to tell me?
Honestly, I mean, if the phone's getting answered, new patients are actually booking consistently. I'm not stressing every Monday about whether we had a good week or a slow week. Yeah, that'd be a good place to be. I'd probably be spending a lot less time worrying about this stuff and more time actually doing what I'm good at.
Perfect. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the answer. So what does a new patient actually mean for you? Let's kind of narrow in here a little bit and let me understand a little bit more about your practice. So, what does a new patient mean to you, lifetime value-wise?
I mean, a new patient on average is probably worth, I don't know, somewhere around $1,500, $2,000 over their lifetime if they stick around. Some of them become long-term patients. Some are just one and done.
Okay, that makes sense. So just to keep it on the lower end and an even number, we'll just call it 1,000 per. I know you said 1,500 to 2,000, but we'll just say 1,000 per. So every day right now you're missing phone calls. How many phone calls would you say you're missing every week?
Honestly, probably more than I want to admit. I mean, our front desk is juggling a lot. I'd guess we're missing, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 calls a week. Not all of those are new patients, but some of them are.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that 10 of those are new patients to keep the numbers even?
Yeah, that's probably in the ballpark. Maybe a little high, but sure. Let's say 10.
Okay. So if we say 10, and let's say that all 10 of those calls that are missed, that would be new patient calls, how many of those actually end up turning into a patient? Would it be like half of them? Would it be two of them? Like, what are we looking at here?
I mean, if we actually answered them, probably half, maybe a little more. Our conversion's pretty good when we actually get them on the phone. It's the getting them on the phone part. That's the problem.
Understandable. Okay, so if I understand this correctly, on the low end, if you take the half and we take our 1,000 number, on the low end, you're missing out on $5,000 a week in new patient revenue, which would be $20,000 for the month and about $250,000 for the year on the low end. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, when you put it that way, yeah, that's a number I don't love looking at. I mean, I knew it was bad, but I never actually sat down and ran it like that.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. That's what I'm here for, right? So, the good news is I can help you, and we can get that $250,000 plus put back into your company this year. But before I get into how I do that, I was just curious, and would you be opposed to moving forward with me at the end of this call if everything makes sense?
No, I wouldn't be opposed if it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then one final question, and then we can get into the, kind of like the roadmap where you are to where you want to be. Are you the only person, or is there anybody else that needs to be on this call?
Technically, it's my practice. My partners trust me on the ops side. So, no, it's just me.
Okay, perfect. So what I can do for you is we can install an automation phone system, okay? And it's just an assistant that will answer anytime, day or night. So even like after hours calls, if people call late, it would be in your voice and value. So we can actually copy and mimic your actual voice or your front desk, one of the ladies at the front desk or whatever they are at the front desk. And then when it answers, it would simply schedule them based off of how you normally schedule a call. And a lot of times the person on the other end doesn't even realize it's not